3, 2,
All right, we're going to Mammoth
1,
Fortress. No
brawl.
surprise here. It's been a popular pick all tournament. Very stable stage.
Addy's actually going to be the first one to get the weapon. simpLe's going to pick up a sword. It's going to be sword v sword. Nice D-Light recovery coming out from simpLe. Going to pick up some decent damage onto Addy. There's the sidelight. You see him dip back right after the hit, but Addy could have a big edgeguard situation.
Addy,
he hits the ground pound. simpLe under the stage. He's able to get just around Addy's ground pound, but Addy still putting this onslaught of damage. Hit the nair, hit the neutral light, has the gauntlets in his hands. That means offstage kill potential through the roof.
Man, I just like the answer that Addymestic showed. simpLe sword been real good today? Mine is too.
And guess what? I still have gauntlets. I have so many options with this Val that he's been making so successful throughout this year, throughout last year, and even the year before.
All right, let's see. We're back at the sword mirror. Addymestic putting on a little bit of damage, avoiding most of simpLe's strikes.
There's the nair. simpLe's looking to juggle back-to-back nairs. Tries to get the read, hoping Addy was going to dodge down into the right, but he ended up going down into the left. Trading blow for blow right now. There's the D-Light. He actually went for the dare there. Interesting choice, maybe trying to catch off of the bounce, but Addy hits the neutral signature, gets the side air. You're seeing all of the movement options, a straight up dodge, and then the down air. simpLe has the advantage right now, and Addy's gone.
Man, what a turnaround. Extreme stock extension from both of them about a minute and a half before the first stock even went down. And I really thought Addymestic had that edge guard.
But simpLe has just been dominating on the stage. You saw Addy go for the ground pound, and simpLe just timed the nair on the sword so perfectly. It doesn't have the most priority in the world. It is definitely a solid move, but it also needed some clean timing coming out from simpLe. You've seen him try to go onto Addymestic on the edge. There's the recovery. There's a ground pound. He's looking to fish for these recoveries after that ground pound. Standard, smart hammer play on the edge.
Yeah, definitely poured on a ton of damage onto Addymestic in such a short amount of time.
There's the recovery.
I get so nervous every time Addymestic's over the edge and simpLe just grabs him.
Now, it's interesting that we haven't seen a lot of weapon tosses coming out from simpLe on the edge. You've seen multiple ones coming out from Addy, but simpLe likes to hold on to his weapon on the edge. He doesn't want to possibly miss and keep himself unarmed unless he absolutely has to. Just barely missing that.
Man, that hammer recovery is terrifying.
Ooh, D-Light recovery. That's going to be the kill. simpLe has this lead, and he's going to swap back to the hammer.
I like this pick. I mean, it got him that whole last stock. He's been dominating with it.
Ooh, tries to go for the reset there. Hit the downlight. Didn't immediately go for the recovery or immediately for the side air. He went for the read, trying to catch simpLe as he moved off to the right.
And got to go for that extra bit of damage. Really, he just needs to secure the KO here. That uppercut, not enough to do it. A little too low to the ground. The gauntlets, that's going to do it.
Addy going to try and strip the field. He's going to hold on to these gauntlets. He's not going to juggle that weapon toss to delay the spawn. So that spawn's coming in as basically quick as it possibly could. simpLe picking up. Ooh, that's a nice string from Addy. That's the first real string that we've seen from him so far on the gauntlets.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Addy Classic back in action.
Yeah, like he definitely still has it, even against a player who we don't always see in top 3 like this. So he might not be as familiar with the movement patterns, with the dodge patterns that simpLe's using today.
He's got a little bit of a damage lead, so he's got to have a read on something. Both players feeling each other out. simpLe entering the red. Oh, just beats out that signature. That might have closed it out for him.
And I think that's the second time he's contested a side signature like that. He did one, I think, earlier against a Ragnir, and he did it with a downlight as well, just timing it so perfectly. Having the spacing, but he didn't have enough extension to touch the wall. He was so close.
You saw Addymestic tossing those 2 weapon throws out there, forcing him high and outside. He didn't really have many options there. It was either get ground pounded or fall to your death.
Yep. We're seeing the stage bandit coming out. We have Small Mammoth, Small Thunderguard, and Blackguard, but we are going to Small Mammoth Fortress.
That's the pick of the day.
That's the pick of, I don't even want to say just the year. That's the pick of the millennium.
It is the nice neutral stage. You like a soft platform? It's got that for you a little bit. You like hard platforms? It's very simple. Medium-sized walls.
Dare opening up, picks up the nair, doesn't get the downlight. Coming in with the downlight into a dare, doesn't get the recovery. Nice 2 back-to-back 2-piece chicken dinners here. Coming out for Addymestic. He's definitely eating.
He's looking for the biscuit, grabs it with the neutral air.
If he's getting the biscuit, he's going to need a sip of water. You know how those Popeyes biscuits
I
can
was
be.
looking for him to take a big sip off that whole gravity cancel down light, but ends up switching over to the sword.
simple without a weapon. Addy getting some decent damage. Simple hits the falling neutral air, picks up the weapon, gets punished for that side sig with the D-Light recovery. Addy building up this lead, huge right now, back-to-back downlight recoveries. Good damage option, great kill option.
Under 45 seconds, no less.
Yep. Definitely different from last game where it took a minute and a half for first stock to be gone.
And Addymestic just widening that gap. Whoa. So scary.
You saw the backdash. He was like, I don't think I'm safe here.
Oh, gripped and ripped down into the bottom. That is it.
simple trying to find the weapon spawn. He's going to pick up the hammer, go back to the sword, just barely picks it up in time. Another weapon spawn coming in. He's going to stick with his weapon, though, this time. He's not going to try and strip that field. He doesn't want to possibly get hit away from his weapon because they do despawn so quickly now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He did manage to get a couple hits into Addymestic, but now that Addymestic has him in the air, just neutral air, sword neutral air, so many times, so much damage, such a consistent anti-air.
He has simple and kill percent at this moment. Addy recovering a little bit high, going right over simple. The weapon toss coming out from both players. Addy's going to be the one who's near the spawn, though. Simple going in unarmed on the gauntlets. He's going to struggle to find priority there. His timing's going to have to be so clean. He's going to have to hit those punishes, or he's not going to have the range. The weapon toss coming, that 3-hit string coming from Addymestic, hitting the grounded recovery for the kill.
Real clean, 2 stocks to 1. That cements the lead for him. All he's got to do is just keep outpacing the damage, even if just by a little bit.
Yep, Addy's had this lead now on the first stock and the second stock. So this is a consistent lead that he's been able to hold. He's been consistently outplaying simple on the edge and in neutral game.
He's got a lot to play with so long as he avoids that hammer recovery off stage. That's where I feel simple has been the most threatening to him.
Not only that, but he also has a game up on simple at this moment. This is completely in Addy's control, it seems like, at this moment. There's the D-Light side air coming from simple. There's no weapon toss again. Very characteristic of simple on the edge. Tries to almost get that sweet spot there. That would have probably killed Addy at that moment. Addy looking to create some space. Tries to go in. The D-Light recovery.
Ooh, that'll tie up the stocks. He's in orange. We've seen him come back from deficits like this before.
Absolutely, yeah. This game is definitely not lost for simple whatsoever.
Oh, yeah. And if he can find that big damage, some of those Bodvar signatures hit pretty hard, or if he rotates back to the hammer, he's got a chance. An outside chance, but still a chance.
He's about to proc into kill percent. One more will probably proc him into kill percent. There's a nice down air into the recovery. There's a nice nair. Back-to-back nairs, putting out some solid damage.
Even just that weapon throw, delaying his recovery by a little, let Addymestic kind of get into position with those gauntlets.
And he's been starting to work those weapon tosses in a little bit more against simple. You didn't see them as much in the first game, but you're seeing it a little bit more, not even just on the edge, but to continue his strings.
Man, I gotta say, I love seeing Addymestic do that gauntlet side sig, so he just falls off stage at the end. Like, it's just such great spacing, so smart.
Simple's done a great job bringing this back. He is at a damage deficit right now, but he had Addy in kill percent. That's the Bodvar signatures you were talking about. That side sig, you have to respect that so much. That signature is insanely good.
Yeah, I mean, they'd been playing such a tight game of footsies. I don't think Addymestic was looking for that leap.
There it is. Yeah, that was sort of a big, I'm going to take this right now. I'm going to do this one thing. I don't think we saw any signatures from him in game 1 and none in game 2.
There was like one attempted down sword like on the edge.
Yeah.
But that was it. He has not been flying those out.
And it's interesting, overall we haven't seen too many signatures today, where sometimes we'll see players like throw them out like candy. Like we've seen, even Dobrain seemed a little bit more muted with his Mordex signatures today.
A couple of those.
Where we've seen him spam those in the past.
Bizarre Spinola, though.
Yeah,
that Bryn signature. You going for the double off the island? Love it.
Yep. And I'm sure we're going to see some more from Isidru. So,
absolutely.
Don't worry, you signature fans out there, buckle up, because they are definitely coming today. But even from Addymestic, we've seen some from him, but not the gauntlet side sig frequency that we're used to seeing from him.
It's been a lot of gauntlet neutral sigs more than anything else. Yep. Here we are back at Mammoth Fortress. No surprise. Val versus Bodvar, sword versus sword, arming up early on in the match.
Falling side airs. Trading pretty much blow for blow at this moment. Addy has is at just a little bit of a deficit at this point. simpLe controlling a little bit of the pace here. Ooh. There's another side signature. Placing those so well. Tries to go for the down on the edge.
I think he heard you asking for them.
Oh,
he's like, I got some signatures too. Don't worry. Fans won't have to wait.
Maybe simpLe just bought some stock in signatures. And
oh, yeah. I mean,
he's got him at a discount.
It's paying dividends. Addymestic, you know what? I like that. He switches up the range of the gauntlets. Sometimes uses that weapon toss in just to help break the neutral.
Especially because, except for downlight, he's not going to have quite the range that sword does.
Yeah. That can be a very tough matchup to win, just because of the consistency of sword. And you see it there, that downlight going into such a great KO option, that recovery. 3 stocks to 2 in simpLe's favor.
Addy again with the gauntlets. You see him dashing in, dashing back, trying to go with the side light that moves him forward, or the downlight that has an extended range hitbox. You don't see him going for a lot of neutral lights. That's going to be the neutral move that he doesn't have range with. He was pretty close to simpLe, so you saw him go with that there, but he's not going to do that as a raw initiation in neutral unless they happen to be stacked on top of one another. Or he'll gravity cancel it like out of hit stun because it comes out extremely fast.
Oh yeah, no kidding there. Unarmed, much the same.
There's the recovery, not going to quite have enough mustard on it. Tries to go for the neutral signature, expecting simpLe to go high. Oh, another side sig coming out from simpLe. He is at like 100% hit rate with that.
That's 3 for 3 on that one. Yeah.
Oh, does he have the movement options? Oh, Addy. Okay, he was going to immediately contest that. He didn't want to give simpLe the option to get back. He didn't want to wait too long for simpLe's dodge to come back up off of that air dodge cooldown.
Whoa, okay, okay. Look out for the bear claw.
Down air. Addy trying to look for something big here. He's not too far behind.
Man, I like simpLe doing those ground pounds, but making sure to stay above the opponent. Addymestic is absolutely amazing at dropping off the wall into down air or ground pound.
simpLe finally finding that beautiful neutral signature, like one jump height right off the ground, catching Addy in that jump so perfectly.
Man, simpLe, like, he's been turning on the signatures, and it has been working.
Yeah, he's definitely hit more than he's missed. Oh, that's a big ground pound, though. Coming out from Addymestic, that is going to be the kill that's going to tie this game up.
Stock's looking like the set count, 1-1.
This is best of 5, though.
Yes.
So the winner of this will still have to win one more game before solidifying themselves into grand finals. Ooh, Clash is coming out.
Addymestic just pouring on the damage. Oh, but simpLe catching the dodge. Just dueling back and forth.
Classic swordplay coming out. simpLe getting a little bit greedy with that. Addy was super far away from him. Maybe he was expecting the dash in or something. Maybe an attack initiation that wouldn't have the range coming out from Addy. Back-to-back recoveries coming out from simpLe. Big haymaker. Oh, is he going to find it? Oh, I thought he was going to get it.
Hunting for that recovery.
The weapon toss into the recovery. Is he going to try it again? Ooh. I think one more should kill, but it's going to be
enough.
It's going to be Addy's. I can't believe that didn't kill. There's the side air, the weapon toss. simpLe's going to dodge through it. He has the room
dive
to
kick
get
down.
back.
He's got the setup.
Ah!
Still alive. How? simpLe, what are you doing?
I think if he would have been a frog's hair higher, that would have killed. How is simpLe still alive?
The stock extension is absolutely insane.
The weapon tosses are sending him off screen, and yet Addymestic is still alive too.
Oh my gosh.
This is 2 immortals fighting right now.
Anything's going to do it. It has to. Something's got to give. The side air's going to do it. 2-1, Addymestic's favor. Best of 5 winners finals here.
Both players, 635 damage to 591 damage. That's like roughly, in Addymestic's case, over 200 damage per stock.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's insane stock extension from both of these players.
Man. I mean, that'll happen if you're hitting recoveries that low on stage.
Yep.
But some of those side hits, I am surprised that they were still living.
And I think it's just because maybe they were either in the middle of the stage because both players were like favoring the neutral game. You saw off-stage incursions, but when it got to the latter health stages, both players were really respecting the other one's off-stage game, so they were afraid to go off-stage.
Oh, yeah.
They would have a little bit here and there, but then they'd move back onto the stage, back into the neutral game, and so you would have the D-Light side airs that are from the dead middle of the stage, or even like on the right side of the stage, sending to the left, which is going to be a longer distance till you actually get to that blast zone.
Yeah, oh man, that was tense.
simple, slowly banning stages. Miami gone, Shipwreck gone, Small Great Hall gone, Small Enigma gone. You think we're going to see Small Enigma at all today?
I would be surprised if we do. It's another like pretty stable map, but I feel like a lot of players, if they want to go Small Enigma, they usually just end up going Small Great Hall.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
That top platform's a little bit lower, gives you a little wider area.
Addy again going to get the first weapon here. simple actually retreating to the far right side of the stage, and Addy continuing the pressure. He's not going to stay camped around that weapon. Ooh, simple actually turning around.
He's got the hammer, just snatching him out of that ground pound. Gauntlet's ground pound, while it's dropping, does not have much priority.
Ooh, simple just completely juggling Addymestic back and forth. There's the clash coming through. Addy's going to throw his gauntlets away, pick up the sword. Ooh, that max range sidelight. He almost picked up that side sig too. That actually might have killed because it would have caught Addy in the middle of his jump sequence.
Oh. Ooh, just goes right through.
And Addy's in kill percent. Like off of that stomp side air, Addy is in red. There's the weapon toss. Tries to pick up with the recovery. We've seen that multiple times from him, specifically with the hammer.
Oh my gosh, the end sig again?
How is he doing that? Like, I get picking someone up out of a jump. Like, that happens.
Sure.
People jump a lot. But just doing it and picking up a grounded opponent with that neutral signature, that's not something that happens regularly.
Gotta give him the bear hug. simple getting some unarmed damage, switching over the sword. Addymestic really trying to feel this out. He's looking for those signatures. He wants to even up the stocks. He knows he can't let that damage gap widen too much. He does not want to have to fight such a crazy ending as last game.
Yep, he's trying to find these kill options. He threw out 2 gauntlet recoveries and an unarmed recovery. There's the gravity cancel D-Light recovery. That will be the one that kills, evening up the stocks. Addy's just a little bit behind in terms of health, but we've seen Addy swing this around multiple times. You can see him build up that damage quickly, especially with sword. He's leaving the weapon on the field, hoping simple will come towards it. Ooh. Except Addy kind of strayed away from it, let simple get in, and now simple's putting out the damage.
He's already got Addymestic back in the red, primed for the KO. That scoop's not enough to do it yet, but any big hit, side air, neutral air, any of these signatures.
There's the spot dodge coming out from Addymestic. Hits the falling stair, goes for that ground pound, just barely missing. Drops the downlight side air, kind of rare for a player of Addymestic's caliber. Does pick up the recovery. You've seen both players really fishing for that option at this point. Simple's fishing for the downlights. That's back-to-back downlights. There's a side sig. He's looking for kill options. In the meantime, Addy's completely evened this up. There's the D-Light recovery. That's going to kill. Simple now just barely holding on to this lead.
All right, I mean, Addymestic did an amazing job closing that damage gap. I thought he was going to go down way before. But he's primed to send Simple down to his final stock, and I just hope he doesn't take too much damage getting there. All right, good. He's just barely outside yellow. He's got the sword. Field is clear. Simple's unarmed.
Addy's looking for the win here to take this set and move into grand finals. Simple's looking to take this to tie this set up, send it into a Game 5 situation so that he can move on to face the winner of M for Mini versus Addymestic in the loser's bracket. There's the neutral light, the stacked.
Damage build still just about even. Addymestic got on the side. There's the snipe with the weapon throw. That's going to do it. Addymestic taking winners finals 3-1 over Simple.
And that is those big explosive moments